Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to start with our new semester, that is fifth semester. You all are promoted to fifth semester. Yes, correct now? You all are promoted to fifth semester. So from today, your online classes are going to start. You know which are the subjects you have, no?
CSAP.net.
Students. And this
CSAP.net.
semester, I'm handling programming using C hash and .NET. See students, I think few of the students might have idea about this subject because already in your BCA or in your BSc you have done some projects using VB.NET. Yes, few of the students might have done. But few of the students, they don't know what is C#.NET or Visual Studio. Yes, in this semester, we are going to learn this subject. See, this subject is very interesting. Those who have used, they might have known this. This subject is very interesting and you can do projects in this subject. See, once you learn this subject, no, you'll be confident whatever the type of project you'll get, you can do. Whatever the whatever type of problems you'll get, you are able to solve, like management of department, management of library. Maybe you might have done, you might have seen, if we gave some if in the previous semesters, yeah, if we asked you to do some project, you might have downloaded, or you might have seen, you might have used done using PHP, Java. But compared to that, this Visual Studio or programming using C#.NET is very easy. We have many built-in functions. Just drag and drop. If you want to create, see, all of you know C programming language. See, if you want to draw a circle in C program, we have to write so much of code. Correct, no, students? You're able to. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. See, when you draw a circle in C program, it will take so much of time. You have to write so much of code. But in Visual Studio, you can do a projects very nicely and easy also, because here we have a toolbox. From toolbox, you can just drag and drop. If you to enter a text, we need a text box. From toolbox, you just drag and I'll show you everything. From toolbox, you just drag and drop. To display or to enter some information, we need some button. So just drag and drop from the toolbox. So this the meaning, what why I'm telling this is, this programming language is very easy and very user friendly. For this, to execute this Visual Studio program, you need to install Visual Studio 2010. Some students might they may use 16 also, but 2010 is comfortable. If you have any older laptop or older system also, because now many of the students are at your native place. Yes, anybody come to Bangalore, or all are in your native only with your parents? With your parents only, no? Okay.
I'm from
So
Bangalore.
you might. Yes, Surya, you're telling something.
I'm from Bangalore, ma'am.
Surya, I am very happy. First day class, you are there.
Thank you.
Huh?
Thank you,
Surya?
ma'am.
Okay. So what I was telling. So this programming language is very simple and very easy. Using this, you can do a very interesting projects. So if you use Visual Studio 2010, it is very comfortable. It is the 1 month trial version is available. If you are not able to download, please tell me. We'll find some other solution. 1 month trial version is there. So 1 month, if you download now, 1 month if you use that trial version, and from next month onwards you will be having physical class. You have to come to college only from October. So once you come to the college, there is no problem. So you can execute the projects, or you can execute the programs in our lab only, or if you want to execute the programs at home, you can take in a pen drive and you can install in your desktop or laptop. See students, one more thing I want to tell. This semester, the attendance is compulsory. I'm not telling just to threaten you. Seriously, this semester, the attendance is compulsory and every day we are taking a assessment. Means every day we are taking a quiz type of, we are taking quiz or some question and answers. So we are doing that. It might be at the beginning of the class or at the in the middle of the class or at the end of the class. You may know why we have done like that, because few students they'll join if I start the quiz or if I start the assessment in the beginning, then few students will join in the beginning and few after the assessment they may leave the class. So we don't want that. We want 60 minutes the student should be connected with us. Last semester we have seen everything. Correct now? And this semester we'll take attendance also, online attendance only. How we used to take in the class one by one according to the USN, how we used to take, the same thing we'll take this semester also. See, this semester is very serious. Last semester, even you were not knowing, even we were new to this online class. So some of the things may not be proper. So, but this semester we are prepared for everything. So online class is compulsory for all the students. You don't tell any reason we don't have internet, we don't have laptop. Now, if your laptop is in your PG or in your hostel now, no lockdown, nothing. You can come to your PG, you can come to your hostel, collect your laptop and start working. Because this semester you have MP lab, mini project lab. Correct, no? And mobile application lab also you have this semester. And .NET lab. All the labs are, see, especially this semester, all the labs are very simple and lengthy. Very simple but lengthy labs are there. So you need to practice. You should have laptop with you. Please students, don't tell any reasons to bunk the class or not to submit assignment on time or not to submit complete your project. Don't give any reason. This is the last semester you are going to attend the class. Next semester you have only projects. Last semester internship and project. You know, you might have seen the syllabus. So this is my suggestion. You must think suggestion or request. Please do attend all the classes. Not only my subject, all the classes. I'm your class teacher for this semester. For 5th semester, I'm the class teacher. Yesterday I posted a message in the group. Nobody replied. What I should think? My students are not seeing laptop or WhatsApp. No, everybody is seeing, no? Nobody replied, not even single student. Okay, we'll come to that later. Is my screen is visible to all of you? My screen is visible? Okay. So students, now I'll explain you or I'll give just a summary of this course. So the subject title is Programming Using C#.NET. You can see the screen now? You can see the Word document, students?
Yes, ma'am.
So the subject code is 18MCA51. So you have 5 modules. See, the first module contains the explanation or the information about a .NET framework, how the .NET framework is, how we are going to work on the .NET framework, and some of the introduction about Ajax, ADO.NET and ASP.NET. See students, here in this subject, once you learn this subject, using this programming language, you can execute 2 types of applications. That is standalone application and web-based application. What is the difference between standalone and web-based application? Standalone, in only one system, you can run that program. Web-based means in the browser. In the browser, you can run that program. Yes, you know the difference, no? Please respond. So if you don't know also, if anybody don't know, then once you execute the program, you'll get a clear idea. So now just I'm giving the gist or summary of your syllabus, what you are going to learn in this subject. See, this C#.NET or this programming using C# is this OOPS concept. It is depending on object-oriented concept. When I say object-oriented, then what you will remember? Class, objects. Yes, students? Correct, no? Class, object. See, in the first module, you will learn about the framework, and here in this framework, we have some of the component that is CLR, CTS, CLS. So what all the CLR, CTS, that when we see the syllabus, when we go through the module wise syllabus, that time you will get a clear idea. Then metadata, assembly, .NET framework library, ASP.NET, AGO.NET, Ajax, ADO.NET, and a simple console application. In Java also you have seen Hello World program. This is most familiar, most common program. Everybody will explain this Hello World program. Also how to execute why we explain Hello World program is, in that program we don't have any logic, just to tell the students how to execute the program, how to use the terminal. Next, in the second module, students, you can see the screen now. You are able to see the Word document. Please respond.
Yes, ma'am.
So in the yes, Amma.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay. So in the second module, we'll learn class, objects. Object-oriented programming concept. So interface. Yes, you all studied in Java, no? Abstract, interface, encapsulation, polymorphism, operator overloading, overriding, sealed class, constructor, properties, inheritance. What all we have studied in Java, the same thing will repeat here. And in third module, here we have delegate, exception handling. Delegate is new to you. You don't know what is delegate. Exception handling, already you have learned how to apply exception handling in the program. And ADO.NET is new to you all. Here, ADO.NET is used to access the data. To access the data, use ADO.NET. And the fourth module is graphical user interface. So how to create a GUI. How to create a GUI using a form. You have to take a form. In a form, we design a GUI. We design a GUI. How we design a GUI? Use with the help of a toolbox. In the toolbox, toolbox layout, we have label, text box, buttons, group of boxes, checkbox, radio button, tool tips, mouse handling event, keyboard handling event. So labels, list box, checkbox, whatever we need to design a form, everything is available in the toolbox. Using that, we create a form. And in the last module, in the fifth module, here we learn ASP.NET. Just now I told, in this programming language, we run two types of application. One is standalone application, the other one is web-based application. So in the last module, we learn web development. So how to develop a web page. How to develop a web page. Again, to develop a web page, whatever the concepts, again, whatever in the fourth module, to design a form, whatever the concept we use in the toolbox, that is labels, text boxes, buttons, group checkbox, panel, radio button, whatever we learn here, the same thing we are doing in the web application. So this is all about your syllabus, what you are going to learn. So now So students, you can see the screen. You can see the home page of, you can see the start page of Visual Studio. Yes, please respond.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. See students, using here, we are going to run the programs. Using this, you can execute console applications. Console application is nothing but the program which you run in the console. Console is nothing but a monitor. And execute a web application, and you can also execute a standalone application. Yes, standalone application. See here, file. To run any program, we need to use to do any program. First, go to File, New, Project. See here in CHash.net, all the programs they consider as a project. It may be console project, standalone project, or web projects. So in project, if you have installed your this Visual Studio in your laptop or in your system, by default it will be Windows Form application. Yes, students, by default it will be Windows Form application. So you need to change it to console application. You need to change it to console application, and here down you have to change the file name, whatever the file name you give here, so that will be reflected in the program. So when we do the lab session, I'll explain you. So today just I'm giving the introduction about the subject and using what we are going to execute this CHash programs. So just if you change here and click on OK, then that program will be saved, and there you can run the program. And students, this is your book. This is your prescribed, that is .NET 4.0, .NET 4.0 Programming 6-in-1 Black Book. This is your prescribed book. It is available in the library. Once you come to the college, you can take from the library. See, whenever I complete the modules, after each module, I'll be giving the PPT and notes. You don't worry about PPT and notes. I'll be giving, because now you people can't come to college and you can't take this book. I think this is. I'll check if this soft copy is available. Then I'll try to share with all of you if this soft copy is available. Students, you have any doubt about the subject? See,
No, ma'am.
this subject is very interesting, students. You can do very interesting projects in this subject. So can anybody tell me how .NET is different from other programming languages? Any idea? Anybody know? How .NET is different from other programming languages? Okay. No idea. No idea, no? So here we have the course outcome of this subject. What is course outcome or course objective of this subject? See, course outcome is nothing but once a student learn this subject, what the student is able to. So just now I told, using this programming language, you can execute standalone application and web-based application. Means once any student complete this subject, then the student is able to run web application and standalone application also. Correct, no? So according to the subject, whatever the syllabus is there in the subject, once a student learn that subject, the student should be able to run standalone application and web application. So similarly, we have some of the course objects or course outcome of this subject, that is a CO1 framed. This once the students learn this subject, the student is able to acquire the knowledge of .NET framework. See, as I shown in the syllabus, the first module is about the .NET framework. Yes, student, do you agree with me? Once a student, he'll be able to, or he or she will be able to understand or gain the knowledge or acquire the knowledge of .NET framework or architecture of .NET framework. And the next CO is apply OOPS concept in .NET framework. What is OOPS concept? Class, objects, polymorphism, inheritance. Yes, correct, no? OOPS concept. You studied in Java, C++. Yes, students, please respond. Yes, students, please respond. It's according to the syllabus. In the syllabus we have seen now, we are in the second module, we are going to learn OOPS concept. So my second CO is the students will be able to apply OOPS concept in .NET framework. We have so many lab programs also on this. So the students will be able to apply OOPS concept in .NET framework. And the third CO is students will design and develop programs on delegates, event handling, delegates, events, and exception handling. Yes, students, we have seen in the syllabus, we have seen, we are in the third module, we are going to learn delegates, events, and exception handling. So once a student completes this subject, then the students will be able to execute these types of programs or projects, that is delegates, events, and exception handling. Next, the fourth CO is analyze the implementation of .NET framework in standalone application. See, I told you using .NET you can execute standalone and web application. So once you execute a standalone application, you will analyze how you have implemented the standalone application in .NET framework. Because using in the .NET framework only we are going to run those applications, correct, no? The .NET framework only we are going to run those applications. So the students will be able to analyze how to implement a standalone application in .NET framework. Next, a fifth CO is students will be able to develop web application using ASP.NET. Using ASP.NET, the students will be able to develop web application. So students, these 5 COs I have framed for my subject, for this .NET subject. So once you complete the syllabus, you will be able to do all this. See, at the end of the semester, you have to answer for me whether you are able to understand the architecture of .NET framework, whether you are able to apply. I'll ask these questions. at the end of the semester, whether you are able to apply the OOPS concept in .NET framework, whether you are able to run or develop or execute the programs using delegates, events, exception handling. Next, whether you are able to analyze the implementation of .NET framework in standalone applications. And the fifth one is whether my students are able to run the application, web application in ASP.NET. Yes, students, this is all about theory part. And when you come to lab, here in this .NET lab, you have two parts. You have two parts, that is part A and part B. You have two parts, part A and part B. In part A, you have 10 programs, simple console application programs. In part B, you have 5 programs. Students, I expect the same strength in all the classes. This is your syllabus, soft copy I'm opening. So I'll show you the lab set programs. Yes. .NET, C#.NET Laboratory. The subject code is 18MCA 56. You have part A. You can see the screen now, students. Now the screen is visible to all of you. This PDF file. Yes, even the BTO has framed some of the COs, but we have not taken those COs according to the syllabus and according to whatever we are going to. I am going to teach in my class based on that, and I have framed my own COs. So what? Just now I explained my own COs. So here you can see this is part A. In part A we have 10 programs. The first program is demonstrate command line arguments program, and these are all very simple programs. When we do the lab session, that time I'll explain each program one by one. So we have 10 programs, part A, and here part B. See students, as I told before, this .NET programming language is very simple but little lengthy. Here in part B, you can see this, no? You can see the creation of table. This here they have given the information about the table, about the database. In the database, we should have these 3 tables with the fields, whatever the fields they have given. Means we have to create a database. The students, you understand, in part B, we have 5 programs, and all 5 programs are like projects only, like your mini projects. In all the 5 programs, you have to design the form, you have to create a database, and you have to do the connectivity, you have to do the connection, and then you have to run the application. It is very simple, but it is little lengthy. If you miss any class or any lab, you will not understand. So for all the programs, whatever the portions I cover in theory class and lab session, it has a link. So please don't bunk any class or any lab session. So you can see the syllabus, no? You whatever I'm sharing. See this in the first program. What we have to create a database for employee management system. So based on the employee management system, we have some of the queries. So we have to execute the queries. And the second one is lecturer subject allocation. Lecture subject allocation is a second question. So based on that, we have to create a database. See what type of, in the database, how many tables we have to create, and in each table, how many fields we have to take. Everything is given in the syllabus only. Students, everything is given in the syllabus only. So once you create a database and design a form, we have to run the queries. See, in first program, we have 4 queries. We have 4 queries. And for the first question, he has also given the note also. Means he's telling it should have a static table. Static table means once you write, it will not change. So static tables, rows, columns, whatever the data we need to enter, everything he has given. Second program is lecture subject allocation. And the third one is vehicle service station. Vehicle service station. And the fourth one is, see, students, you can observe here, in part B, program 1, 2, 3 is a Windows application. Windows application is nothing but standalone application. And the fourth program is the web-based program. Develop a web application using C#.NET and ASP.NET. So using ASP.NET, we need to create a web page. Using ASP.NET, we need to create a web page for postal system management. Postal system management. So based on that, we have some of the queries. You need to execute the queries. So this is all about your lab.NET laboratory. So students, here in this we have 5 modules, the theory part, and in lab we have 2 parts, that is part A and part B. In part A we have simple 10 console applications, and in part B we have 5 programs. Those programs are like your mini projects. In each program we have to create a form, we have to create a website database, and we need to run the program. Students, understood you got some of you got the summary of this subject, information about the subject. Yes, please respond. And I told this is your prescribed book, .NET 4.0 programming 6-in-1 black book. This book you have to refer. Yes, Tanuj, you are telling something?
How many pages is it, ma'am? The test book? 3,000.
Yeah, not full complete book, your syllabus, not complete book. This is your prescribed book. So in this book, whichever the topic is applicable for your book, you need your subject, only that you need to study. And the pages you are asking, no? Even I did. (1761) pages. So don't worry don't get scared by seeing this book. So not the complete book is there for your syllabus. So some of the topics. See students, in this subject, first module is from this from this book you have to read, and even the second, all the 5 modules you have to read from this book only. But a simple way I'm telling, second module you have Java, OOPS concept. Already you have studied OOPS concept. So I think you don't need, you don't feel any burden to understand the subject. Students, any doubt regarding syllabus and lab programs? Because already 9:20 from tomorrow, I'll start from next class onwards. I'll start with the syllabus. If you have any doubts, you can ask in part B program, part A program. See, in next class, you have to tell me whether you are able to download Visual Studio 2010 or not. If you are not able to download, then I'll try to send in a, I'll try to send that software in a Google Drive. If you are not able to download, you download 1 month trial version, and you can use 1 month, and next after that you'll come to the you'll come to college, and in the lab only you can run the program. See, believe me, this subject is very interesting. Once you execute your lab program, especially in part B, once you execute first program, if you get a confidence, easily you can do the other programs. Little you need to think in the queries, how to run queries, you have to apply the. So if you do that, then this subject is very simple. Just drag and drop. I'll show you. This one form application. Yes, students, you can see the screen now. So this form I have taken for, see, this Visual Studio is 8 GB. It will take a few seconds time to open a form or to open this terminal. See, we have a toolbox. Students, you can see the list of toolbox, label, button. So whatever you need, just drag and drop. Just drag and drop. So using this toolbox, you can design a beautiful form page. Beautiful form. Yes. This subject is very simple but little lengthy. From next class onwards, I'll start with the syllabus. If students have any doubt, see, again I'm telling, every class we have a assessment. Every class we have a assessment. See, why we do assessment? Not to torture or not to trouble a student. Just we want to know whether students have understood or not. Just we want to check. If you come physically in the college, then we can do that easily. But this is an online mode. So that's why in all the classes we are doing this. Whatever the mistake we have done in the last semester, because that time we have done online class first time. So we want to improve ourselves. So that's why we want to do this. Students, any doubt? Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Next class, I expect the same strength. Still many are absent. Here only 45 students are there. Still 5 to 10 students are absent. You please tell them to attend the classes. Yes? I'll take attendance. Every day we'll take attendance. 45 students are there.